the last time you were on, you said Pulsechain V3 was days away based on the data, and days later, the private V3 came out. So I guess what's your take on that in terms of time frame and in terms of that call that you made, which was pretty cool. And also we talked about, you said I'll bring that up after, but the three
mid-May.
Yeah. No, but I wanted you to first get your take on that. But there was also something interesting that you brought up last time that I'll bring up after, because
if I don't run out of battery power here.
Oh shoot!
Hold on. Yeah, power cord.
Well, I guess while you plug it in, because you said he was trying to get 3 to 4 and maybe drop 3, but it seems like they fixed all 4, and maybe that's a possibility. But I guess first is what you think of just the private V3.
Well, we didn't know it was going to be private. We thought that they had a private running, but they were merging for the full version of the V3. So, yes, it's up and running. It's just we don't have access to it. So that kind of sucks. But really, I'm going to tell you the honest truth, man. Wake me up when the main chain is up. I mean, there are some things that you can learn from this by looking. I can look at it to find my confirmation on how I think the liquidity pools are going to look, and make some predictions about where what the real thing's going to look like. But I mean, at this point, it's like having a blindfold on and trying to predict when somebody's going to crack you in the head with a bat. It's like it can happen anytime, or they can drag their feet and take a nap. There's no way to know. What I can say is it looks like Richard's updating his websites. He's changing some terminology and doing some wording because he wants everything to be more polished up. Trying to really define some terms. It sounds like they're really setting up for like the release here.
Okay, but you said 3 of the 4. You said maybe drop Aragon because of the bug, and maybe it's not necessary. Seems like the bug was fixed. Do you think all 4 are going to run? And what do you have some sort of time frame for the public testnet, because you were pretty accurate?
Well, they are running. They are running. All 4 are running. So, I mean, we're running. So it's a matter of when they decide to release it, right? So, yeah, I mean, I would say probably a safe time frame. I would say maybe next week sometime. They get, earliest would be next week sometime.
Okay, that's definitely reasonable, but based on the syncing, shouldn't it like have already been ready? Is there like something else that they're waiting for? Like people said, like the Block Explorer UI and other things.
Oh, so they're working on front ends. Like Richard's updating the website and stuff like that. That's why I'm saying, but I mean, they don't have to rush this, right? They don't have to. They can play around with it and make sure everything's running for, beat it to death with a stick. It's a matter of how impatient is Richard, right? And if they want to go ahead and put it out there for user testing, right? So I mean, dude, this is impossible. Again, it's like getting a blindfold on your head and trying to predict when something's going to hit you in the head with a bat. It's impossible. I can't. I don't like to be wrong, so I can't do it. You can't get a viral clip out of me on this one. I'm not going to.
Oh man,
prediction. It could be as soon as next week. It could be as soon, but it doesn't mean it's going to be.
Okay, fair. And then to mainnet, like how long? I just want to say, by the way, the biggest gift I've ever gotten was the Pulsechain to launch since May, because if Pulsechain would have launched, I would not have been able to scoop up Hex at this prices. So I just want to thank Richard Hart from the bottom of my heart for this delay, because it's worked out unbelievably for people like me that have gotten in later. So I don't mind personally, but
And you want to know when Main-net's going to be.
Yeah. So if testnet works, shouldn't Main-net be very short because it works?
It's going to be
May. Okay. Oh, May. No, that's that. You know what? You said that like months ago, and it seems like everyone thought
it's
that's a
not
little
May.
crazy.
It's not May yet.
It's 2 months away. So I mean, it is seeming like
he's going to make your ass wait. Listen to me. It will be done before then, but you are going to wait until May. So testnet will be launched for a duration of at least probably 30 days, which means he's crunching. That there's kind of a crunch time, right? He'll probably have testnet running for about 30 days before it goes to Main-net. And that Main-net will be planned if there's no problems for mid-May.
Fair.